Splendid. Good evening. Before we get started, let me begin by saying how thankful I am to be here tonight. I wouldn't have missed it for anything. Truth is, if it weren't for one person, my wife, Jennifer, I was a good patient, but she was a better nurse. Please help me to thank her for making tonight possible. I didn't cry when I practiced this. Now I know how hard it is, Brian. So enough about me, though. This is your night, seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, it is my privilege and honor to introduce to you the Edsel Ford High School graduating class of 2015. I would like to call on our 2015 class president to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance at the conclusion also of our national anthem. Everyone, please rise.
والآن نشيد العلم.
May we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening, parents, students, staff, guests, and soon-to-be graduates of Edsel Ford High School. This year's senior class has made outstanding contributions to building a vibrant learning community by initiating a diversity of connections within the school and within our community. The past few school years presented us with numerous challenges, to say the least. But you were the leaders that set the example and allowed us to grow both academically and socially like never before. Forever, you will be the class that is remembered for digging us out of a priority status in 1 year by increasing your test scores by 29%. We told them that didn't represent who we are, and more importantly, you showed them. What I have taken away from your class is your potential as human beings is limitless. I further believe that our purpose in life is to serve humanity and make a mark on our community, which distinguishes us from others. That's what Thunderbirds do. Class of 2015, you have convinced me over the course of the past 4 years through interactions in the hallways, classrooms, cafeteria, and events that each one of you will contribute positively to this world. In just a few minutes, the class of 2015 will receive diplomas to mark their graduation from high school. The diplomas these graduates receive represent years of hard work, commitment, dedication, and achievement and will mark a turning point in the lives of these young people. Certainly the class of 2015 will be greatly missed, and those of us here tonight can testify that they are much more than grade point averages, great performance, and athletic achievements. This class has accomplished things in style. Seniors, soon-to-be graduates, thank you for an excellent year. Well done. Edsel Ford High School is blessed to have so many friends and supporters. Please allow me to introduce to you our honored guests for this evening. Please kindly hold your applause until all have been introduced. First, Mr. Brian Whiston, Superintendent, Dearborn Public Schools, and soon-to-be State Superintendent. Also, he will be our keynote speaker this evening. Ms. Roxanne McDonald, Dearborn Board of Education, Vice President and Edsel Ford parent. Ms. Mary Pletchikoff, Dearborn Board of Education Trustee. Ms. Mary Lane, Dearborn Board of Education Secretary and Edsel parent. Dr. Gail Shankman, Associate Superintendent, Student Achievement. Shannon Peterson, Executive Director, Secondary Education. Dr. Glenn Malenko, Executive Director, Staff and Student Services. Michael Shelton, Director, Special Education. Ms. Patty Hartshorn, President of Edsel Ford PTSA and proud Edsel parent. Ms. Terry Michaelis, Edsel Ford Booster Club Vice President and proud Edsel Ford parent. I would also like to acknowledge the contributions of Mr. Brian Jackman, who is currently serving our country overseas. He has also worked he's here. Where is he? All right, hi, Brian. Thank you. Let's give it up for Brian. So cool. I love technology. That's awesome. Also, Michelle Calarossi, representing our wonderful Crescendo Club. Of course, our administrative team at Edsel Ford, assistant principals Ms. Sue Nolan and Ms. Zaina Jabril. Our math coordinator, Ms. Dana Addis. Language arts coordinator, Ms. Gretchen Bajorek. Our community liaison, Mr. Khalil Duklela. And of course, our counseling staff, Ms. Garam Nasser, Ms. Abraham Beydoun, Mr. Craig Kiefer, and Ms. Gail Welmers. And our graduation intervention specialist, Mr. Kareem Naimi. Also, I would like to introduce our class of 2014 valedictorian, Mehdi Beydoun, and also our class of 2014 salutatorian, Ms. Ella Ryman. And let me please acknowledge all of the Edsel Ford faculty and staff in attendance today. Please stand and be recognized. Without you, we would not be where we are today. Thank you. Yes, you deserve it. Thank you. You are about to meet a true student advocate and a great supporter of Edsel Ford. Please let me introduce to you our Dearborn Public School Board Vice President, Ms. Roxanne McDonald. Her contributions on the Dearborn Board of Education continues to shape the future of our school and our district. Please help me welcome Vice President McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Casebolt. Good evening, graduates, parents, family, and friends. What an exciting day and one that you'll never forget. I am truly honored to be addressing the 2015 graduating class of Edsel Ford High School, and on behalf of the entire Dearborn Board of Education, I want to congratulate you on your outstanding accomplishment. Today, I share in your excitement and your joy. I've known many of this evening's graduates since they were kindergarten. I've watched them grow into strong young men and women with a tremendous potential for the future. Because I believe that it is the duty for all parents to embarrass their children at every opportunity, I have to say, congratulations, Brendan, you did it. I have every confidence that the foundation of knowledge, as well as the core values that our students have received at Dearborn Public Schools have prepared them to positively impact their community and enjoy a life full of success. Graduates, although we are here today to celebrate your hard work and perseverance, as in most of life's major accomplishments, it was a team effort. So take a moment to think about your support team. They could be your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, siblings, neighbors, and friends. They've given you help and guidance along the way. They've cheered you at your games and your meets and your matches. They've beamed with pride at your concerts and your plays. They've helped you celebrate victories both large and small and gave you that extra encouragement required when you may have felt a bit defeated. So make sure that you appreciate your support team and take a moment to recognize and thank them for all that they have done to ensure your success. Tonight, I want to share with you an old Cherokee legend. One evening, an old Cherokee Indian told his grandson about the battle that goes on inside of people. He said, "My son, there is a battle between two wolves going on inside of each of us. One is evil. It is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, false pride, lies, superiority, and ego. The other wolf is good. It's joy and peace, hope, love, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, faith, truth, and compassion." The grandson thought for a moment and then asked his grandfather, "Which one wins?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." This simple tale holds such an important message and one that can influence your entire life. Every day you decide which wolf to feed by your choices, your actions, and even your thoughts. As you decide on a career path, think about what truly brings you joy. So much of your lifetime will be spent working. It's imperative to be passionate and truly enjoy that work. Of course, life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There will be time when you're angry or hurt, and that's to be expected, but how you handle those situations will determine how peaceful and serene your life will be. That's when you make the choice to forgive or just let it go. Holding on to anger is like taking poison and expecting someone else to be ill. Love is one of life's greatest gifts, but never confuse it with possession or control. Faith and hope are amazing things. They keep you moving forward when the difficulties of life seem overwhelming. Humility, C.S. Lewis wrote, is not thinking less of yourself, but it's thinking of yourself less. Make giving back to your community an important part of your life. Find a cause that you are passionate about, or one that touches your heart. Whether it's visiting a nursing home, volunteering at the animal shelter, or building houses for the homeless. You have unique talents and skills the world needs. Share them. Not only will you make a difference in someone's life, but you'll feed your good wolf kindness, empathy, benevolence, generosity, and compassion. Bonus, bonus. And being truthful just makes life a whole lot less complicated. So as you move on to the next chapters of your life, think about the two wolves inside you. Remember the core values that you've learned and feed your good wolf daily. Congratulations once again, graduates. Enjoy your special day and celebrate all that you have accomplished and the bright future yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice President McDonald. 7 years ago, Mr. Brian Whiston took over the leadership of our district as new superintendent. He has worked tirelessly to bring change and rigor despite many financial and ever-changing education standards and laws. He continues to challenge us on a daily basis to improve student achievement and parent involvement. Mr. Whiston continues to support our school and provide a clear vision for our district. Brian has been a leader, a mentor, and a friend. Please help me welcome newly appointed State Superintendent and our keynote speaker, Mr. Brian Whiston.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you for asking me to be the keynote speaker. And I'm joined tonight by my wife, Beth. Thank you for being my partner and being here this evening. So parents, thank you for what you have done, for the love, support, and guidance that you have given to the students to help them reach this stage today. Congratulations to you. You should be proud of your son or daughter for what they have accomplished and what you have helped them to accomplish. Staff, no matter what grade you taught them, whether it was kindergarten through 12th grade, thank you for what you did to help them be successful. Thank you, teachers, for your passion, your support, and your guidance of these students to help them achieve this graduation day today. But students, this day is about you. This is your day. This is your day of celebration, so take time to enjoy it. Congratulations for what you have accomplished in our classrooms, in our athletic fields, and in our community. But really take some time today and over the next week to enjoy your accomplishments, because I assure you time flies by. For 7 years ago, I became superintendent. You were in 6th grade, and that just seems like the other day. Or 35 years ago, when I graduated from high school, I assure you it's a blink in the eye, and it happens very quickly. So take some time to enjoy your accomplishments this far in your life. And your future is as bright as you'll make it. It is up to you. Yes, some people define success as riches or stardom, but for most people and most of us, that doesn't happen, yet we're still successful. You get to define your success and what truly matters to you. I hope what matters to you is relationships, friendship, work, giving back to the community, and doing great things. Basketball great Michael Jordan once said, "You must expect great things of yourself before you can do them." So expect great things of yourselves, Thunderbirds. As you write the chapters of your life, I hope that you'll be happy, be proud of who you are. I hope that you work hard and play hard. Expect obstacles to come up in your lives and bull your way through them with passion, dedication, persistence, compassion, and be a leader. President Ronald Reagan said, "The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He's the one that gets the people to do the greatest things." Leadership is about building a team and creating an environment where people can succeed, be rewarded as individuals, and at the same time understand the importance of coming together to accomplish a goal. As our Edsel Ford seniors sit here this evening, prepared for the journey ahead, I know you're excited. I know that you're prepared. I know that you have the tools to be successful and to be leaders. And I know exactly how all of you feel tonight as change is coming in your life. As most of you know, I'll be leaving Dearborn to work for the state of Michigan as the state superintendent. This is a wonderful opportunity to help even more students be successful, and I'm excited to begin my new adventure in life, and I hope you're excited to begin yours. The new challenge and the journeys we face is about starting over. It's about a new beginning. And just as my experience in Dearborn has provided me with the knowledge to help me do my job, your experiences in the classroom, in our athletic fields, in our community have provided you with the tools you will need to be successful in your endeavors. Although some of our friends and favorite pastimes will no longer be part of our everyday lives, you can take comfort in knowing we have forged bonds that will last a lifetime and will always have many cherished memories. Ernest Hemingway once said, "It's good to have an end to journey toward, but it is the journey that matters most." So don't be afraid of your journey ahead, rather embrace it. Be tenacious in your pursuit of your goals. Use your knowledge you have learned to solve problems and overcome obstacles. And the most important lesson you can learn from our similar situation is change will always be part of your life. It doesn't matter how much success you enjoy or how many obstacles you overcome, there will be more to do and more to learn. I wish you all much success as you get ready to begin your new journey, and as you write the chapters of your life, I hope you find much success in your education, your career, and your relationships. Congratulations to the Edsel Ford class of 2015. I look forward to continuing hearing great things about the Thunderbirds here tonight. Thank you.
Superintendent Winston said instead of riding off into the sunset, he would bring the sunshine out for the Edsel Ford graduation. So, thank you, Superintendent Winston. Of course, tonight, seated next to my wife, Mr. Wilson is joined by his number one fan and supporter, Beth. So, yes, thank you again, Beth, for everything you've done to support him and support us. So, thank you and welcome. Right now, we have a treat for you. We have a performance by the Edsel Ford Combined Choirs and Soloists, led by Mr. Robert Doyle. Please enjoy their rendition of Hairspray. Senior members, please join your group. Thank you. Splendid performance. Our next speaker is the class of 2015 Senior Class President, Mr. Cameron Brown, as voted by his peers. Cameron has done an outstanding job leading this class of 2015. I'm very proud to introduce to you Mr. Cameron Brown.
Good evening. It seems like it was only yesterday when our parents drove us through the parking lot of Edsel Ford High School to begin ninth grade 3 years ago. Life was very fun and easy during that time. No worries about graduation, credits, prom for most, but to just enjoy freshman year as babies, as some might say, going into this new place called high school. A lot has happened since freshman year, but through that time of fun and happiness, it has shaped us into the young adults and individuals we are today. But the truth is, life was fairly simple for us back then. Yes, we had twice the amount of work and more responsibilities, but we are Thunderbirds, and Thunderbirds doesn't look at a situation that is half started, but looks at it that is halfway finished. For conflicts happening across the world in this nation, we should be thankful for the lives we are living today. Look at us. We are graduating high school and moving on to journeys that awaits us. Most would say that, as high school graduates, we have a responsibility to utilize an education in a fashion that others can only imagine. On this day, June 13th, 2015, marks the end of this chapter and the beginning of another. Remember this, the next chapter of our lives has not been written, and it is up to us as a whole to determine the conclusion. Some will have a short journey, others will have a long. But remember the person you truly are and the life legacies you will give to others. Travel the nation, the world, big towns, little cities. Live your life to its fullest and never stop believing. As I stand here today, young as I am, I have already witnessed significant loss amongst my friends, classmates, and even personally. A day never goes by, an hour never goes by, as we think of one of our family members gone far too soon. MG number 90 has been ingrained in our minds, our thoughts, and our prayers. What is a Thunderbird? As Thunderbirds, we came together at this hard time as a family and remember the times we had with Michael Gomez while he was on this earth. The MG number 90 bracelets, the banners hung up at every football game, shows that we are Thunderbirds. And Thunderbirds are people that overcome the utmost impossibilities, become united as a family, and closer as a class. Whether they were fathers, mothers, brothers, friends, they would truly be missed. As tragic as these are, they set a reminder in our minds to live every day to its fullest. Not too much, but to live our lives being grateful for what we have and for what's to come in the future. And so I say, and I cannot say again, chase your goals, your dreams, your journeys, because you only have one lifetime to make you happy with what you do. There will surely be times where we meet situations that are foreign to us and might stop our dreams from happening. But as President Obama once said, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. We should thank those that have made this journey possible and thank the people that have made an impact in all of our lives. May your journey through life be an unforgettable one as we sit here today, graduating and moving on to the next step of our lives. Just remember, everything you do in your life should be in the pursuit of happiness, and never, ever forget about the people that have made it possible for you thus far. Thank you.
It was a good speech, but I don't want to keep that, Cameron. Please help me welcome now our student at-large speaker who was selected by a team of school officials to represent the student body at large through a speech submission format. Please help me welcome our speaker, Tamim Al-Sheikh.
It's a long one, so. What's going on, class of 2015? Woo! There it is. It's finally here, possibly the single most significant day of our lives. As much as we like to believe that our lives aren't going to drastically change after this, and we'll just be doing what we're doing now in a collegiate setting, that's just not true. When we walk out those doors today, we'll be taking our 4 years of high school education and the things that came with it with us. The happiness, the sadness, the drama, the friendships, the knowledge, and the experiences. They say only the bad blacksmith blames his tools. Here at Edsel Ford, we've been given the sharpest of chisels, the hardest of hammers, the hottest of forges, and the stoutest of anvils. What we do with these tools is up to the individual, but we have the opportunity and the ability to build ourselves a bright future. Will we let these tools rust, or will we use them to achieve our full potential? The answer should be an obvious one, but that doesn't mean the conclusion is always easy to execute. Our 4 years have seen an abundance of strife, but we've also seen an abundance of achievement. Whether it was the priority status that we shattered and sent flying into the distant and forgotten past, or the tension between the different ethnicities whose hatchet we ultimately buried, we've always come out stronger and better for it. Despite all our grievances and all our tribulations, I can confidently say that when I'm flipping through my yearbook decades from now, seeing all the faces of the people who made my experience here invaluable, I know the fondest of smiles will grace my face and only the best of memories will occupy my mind. It's hard to put into the words the sheer amount of respect and adoration I have for the friends and people I've met here, so I won't even attempt to, as to not degrade it. Just saying I've made friends here would be a lie, because what I thought were originally friends became my nuclear family. I only wish that everyone who spends 4 years here can walk away with the same sentiment. Sadly, not everyone who began to spend 4 years here is with us. I'd like to say rest in peace Mike Gomez and rest in peace Tam Tam. It truly saddens me that they did not get to experience this day with us and all their friends, but at the same time we should take comfort in knowing that they were part of what made this experience so great to begin with. And let's also thank Mr. Scott Casable for being able to make it here today and for recovering. Our high school education are like the roots of a tree so dauntingly divine, a tree so high in the sky that the whole world can benefit from the shade it gives. Our education here is like the ranch on a cheese roll from Edsel Ford. Normally it's just like a block of cheese, but with the ranch, it's pretty good. There exists no challenge whose obstacles are unbreakable, and there exists no measure of success that is unreachable. There are many who didn't even think that a cap and gown would ever grace my body and that I was doomed to repeat my experience here for years to come, until I inevitably just gave up and dropped out. All I can say is, told you so. Rejoice, celebrate, be happy that you're leaving, but at the same time, don't forget the place and the staff that inhabit it. Never forget the experiences that made you who you are, and never forget the lessons you learned here. Congratulations, class of 2015. You deserve it.
Great job, man. Good job, buddy. Hey, don't forget your card. Good job. Great job, Tim. Thank you. Now let's please enjoy the following vocal selection by the Edsel Ford Combined Choirs and Soloists, led by Mr. Doyle. Again, senior members, please join your group.
Here in the dark, I stand before you, knowing this is my chance to show you my heart. This is the start, this is the start. I have so much to say, and I'm hoping that your arms are open. Don't turn away, I want you near me, but you have to hear me. Here I stand, here's who I am. Love me, but don't tell me who I have to be. Here's who I am, I'm what you see. You said I had to change, and I was trying. I'm counting.
I'm counting.
Beautiful. I could listen to that all night. Great job. I would like to take a moment and recognize the class of 2015 student leaders who have contributed to the brand and legacy of Edsel Ford High School during the past 4 years. These students have worked very hard to lead Edsel's student body to the next level. Audience, please hold your applause until all the names have been announced. Students, please stand up when I call your name. Class of 2015 President, Mr. Cameron Brown. Vice President, Ms. Kennedy Rankin. Secretary, David Prygowski. Treasurer, Nada Showman. Our Student Council officers, President Colin Keaveney. Vice President, Max Regula. Treasurer, Rebecca Phelps. Secretary, Brooke Griffith. I'm going to do a 2-for-1 and introduce our 2016 officers, President Delana Melnick, who's also serving as one of our ushers, who we appreciate all the hard work during the past couple of days. Stand up, Delaney, please. And also Vice President Dominic Morano as well. Thank you for your efforts, guys. 4 years ago, our current graduating class entered the hallways of Edsel Ford High School with one goal in mind. Tonight, this goal has been realized. The time has come to confer the much-deserved honor to our graduating class. So without any further delay, I call upon our counseling department to come forward and assist in the presentations of our diplomas to the class of 2015. I would ask that everyone holds their applause, please. Everybody wants to hear their son or daughters or their person's name that they're here for. So thank you very much. Would the first group of graduates please rise?